Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tess. I'm a licensed esthetician, acne specialist, and the founder of my own skincare brand. So today I have a normal work day. It's a light client day and I'm going to be shipping some packages, doing some normal things at my desk, but I thought it'd be fun to film a day in my life and kind of point out some recommendations I have as I go through my day as it relates to acne, and just share some of the tips that I implement in my lifestyle and pass those on to you. If you have any questions about acne or becoming an acne specialist or an esthetician, you can definitely leave them in the comments for me. I always wake up with some dryness on my lips, so we want to treat our lips and remember something like chapstick or Aquaphor. It's not a lip treatment, it's really just an occlusive, and those things are fine, but they're more of a barrier versus a treatment. So I'm using my lip slip as my actual lip treatment to keep them nice and plump, hydrated, and help to refine some surface damage we just get from, you know, normal movement, drinking out of straws, sun damage, that kind of thing. And then we want to remember our lips are skin too, and our lips need SPF. So this is the Colorescience Lip Shine in the shade Rose, which is one of my favorites, but they're all so pretty. This combo right here, fire.
You ready for your walk, Bubba? You ready? I'm so big and gorgeous.
Hey, look what Mama's got.
He is camera shy. He knows. He always knows.
Look, well look.
So I am having eggs for breakfast, and I get this question a lot because I do specialize in acne, and a lot of people now know that eggs can be an acne trigger. This can happen for a few reasons. It can be the albumin protein that's in the egg whites. For some people, this is hard to break down, and you'll often see it in pathways that are affected by your lymphatic system, such as the temples or the neck, if albumin is a problem for you. Another thing can be the biotin in eggs. For some people, having a couple of eggs is not a big deal. I do find I can digest them just fine, and when I am managing my acne, it's with topicals, it's not really a problem for me. But if you were to be taking hair, skin, and nail supplements that have biotin, if you were drinking energy drinks, I just talked to one client yesterday who was having energy drinks that had 500% of her daily value of biotin, and then eggs themselves, since they can have biotin, that compounding effect of way too much biotin for her body to digest, that was a problem. The other thing is that eggs do contain progesterone, which is a hormone that can affect acne. So if you are suspecting eggs might be a problem for you, I do often see that pattern again on the temples, the neck, sometimes the cheeks. Tends to present with inflamed breakouts. You can actually test this theory by taking a month off of eggs. See if things improve. You might notice within 10 to 14 days you see improvement from removing the eggs, and then you could slowly add them back in. I would wait a few days in between consuming them and see. You might notice 3 days after consuming eggs, after the elimination, if you're noticing that kind of strange pattern around the cheeks and temples of inflamed acne, eggs might be the culprit. It's not the first thing I remove in my clients' diet because eggs are a whole food. In a sense, they're kind of a perfect food with some protein and fat. It's great to get protein in your first meal of the day. This is a really high protein meal with chicken, sausage, and eggs. Actually can be very supportive to get protein in your first meal of the day for an acne-prone person. But again, everyone is different. For me, it's not a problem, but I do see a lot of clients who find that eggs are a trigger. So we might start with something such as limiting high glycemic load foods, lots of bread, pasta, rice, crackers, pastries, donuts, bagels, those kind of foods, cereal, as well as dairy, and see if things improve. If not, eggs might be something to consider next. But again, no bad foods, it's just everyone is bio-individual and we can all have our own sensitivities. One of the most game-changing acne tips that I have all of my clients doing twice a day is cryotherapy, aka using some sort of cold tool. This is the one from the Skinny Confidential. I really love it. I feel like this is the sturdiest, best made cold roller. I really like the handle. It's just nice if you do want to invest in one. I think this one is probably the best out there, but I definitely don't think you need to spend a lot of money on a cold roller. You can find one on Amazon. They're all kind of created equal. I like the stainless steel ones the best. I think they're the easiest to keep clean and to sanitize. And that is key with using a cold roller. You want to wash it with hot water and soap, or you can use rubbing alcohol, rinse it off, and then you want to store it in a little Ziploc container in the freezer or the fridge. For rosacea, I think the fridge is perfect. You don't need an extreme temperature change. That's actually not great for rosacea. With rosacea, you want to think more mild, just general, like everything mild. Not too hot, not too cold, kind of in the middle. But cryotherapy is so important for calming inflammation. So whether you struggle with pigmentation, melasma, acne, especially inflamed acne, or rosacea, or you just want, you know, a daily practice you can do for some age management benefits, cryotherapy is really where it's at. I know a lot of people are big into steamers and saunas, and I'm all about the cold. I think heat really can be the source of a lot of skin issues. And I see people really overdoing it with the saunas, trying to detox their acne, when in reality, acne is really a heat-based condition. It's inflammatory in nature. So adding literal fuel to the fire, adding heat, is actually not what you want to do. And when you use your cold roller, it can be so quick. The main thing is just getting that cold on the skin, even for 1 minute. It's amazing. At the end of the day, if you're super tired, you've done your routine, you want to do the cold roller on clean skin after you've done your routine. So you can literally kick back, watch a show, and just get a little bit of cryotherapy in. For me, I don't feel right doing my makeup in the morning without a little bit of cold rolling first. I just feel like it's depuffing. It really calms my skin down. Sometimes my forehead can get a little itchy from using retinol, so this feels so good. calm, hydrated, protected, happy skin is the goal. So I have a client in a few minutes, but I wanted to just share a couple of tips when it comes to makeup as an acne-prone person. You definitely can wear certain makeup products as an acne sufferer. You don't have to swear off of them completely. However, what you use and how you use is a difference maker. I feel like half of my clients are ride or die makeup lovers. They have their favorite products. Unfortunately, a lot of the really trendy ones and the products we see on TikTok are not made for the acne sufferer. If you see a lot of products that really advertise glowy, dewy, oftentimes this is a problem for an acne-prone person. We can see this with foundations, concealers, blushes, bronzers, and especially concealers, because we're obviously trying to cover up redness or a breakout or pigment from a breakout. The problem with this is if you are applying something that is congestive on top of a breakout that's already inflamed and infected, it can really worsen it, prolong the healing process, and we don't want that. My best advice would be to get on the sunscreen as makeup train. Sunscreen is so important for acne sufferers because pigment, again, it really has a good memory, and one of the best things we can do is protect your skin against the inflammation that causes acne and the UV and heat that really triggers inflammation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, or post-inflammatory erythema. So for my makeup today, I love using a tinted sunscreen. This is one of my all-time favorites, Jan Marini's Tinted SPF. It has a, as you can see, really pretty glowy finish, but when it dries down, it's a little bit more of a satin finish. It does have an oil capture system, so it helps to absorb oil throughout the day, and we love her. Amazing, amazing choice for an acne-prone person for your everyday makeup. Then I love to use the Colorescience sticks for my blush or bronzer. And you can apply this directly to the skin, but I will say being cautious of bacteria transfer is really important as an acne-prone person. So I like to use disposable sponges. The Beauty Blender has got to go, being that they trap so much bacteria as a damp sponge. They have even been found to contain staph and other really gnarly bacteria, so you do not want to be using that every single day, especially on clean skin after you've done your skincare routine. It's kind of just sabotaging the results. So if you are able to use a disposable sponge, that's a lot better. You can even dampen these to get that kind of Beauty Blender effect if you like that. I'm going super simple today with just my tinted SPF, a little bit of blush, and then one of my favorite products of all time is the Colorescience Total Eye. This is a color corrector, so it has a peachy undertone. It's not really ideal for concealer all over the face, but it is amazing for the under eye and hiding any dark circles. When it comes to the brows, mascara, lips, I'll play around more in those areas because I am not easily triggered in my eyebrow area. Really never break out there. If you do, you might want to be more conscious of any waxes or brow products that you use. Some people are really prone to lip breakout, and in that case, be careful with liners, lipsticks, anything with a heavy wax to it. I am applying my tried and true lip slip. I recommend applying this up to 4 times a day to get the maximum effect of it. Otherwise, 2 times a day is good, morning and before bed, but I like to apply it throughout the day. And then as always, I'm applying my tinted sunscreen lip gloss. This is the Lip Shine from Colorescience. Again, the shade is Rose. Is that there's definitely more acne safe products you could use. You're not limited to a super simple makeup routine, but just be cautious with the formulas you are using. If you're not sure if what you're using is okay for acne, definitely try to work with an acne specialist or work with me virtually. I can help you with your skincare and your makeup routine. It's not that, you know, the makeup is the only problem, but because acne is so unpredictable, there's so many complex factors. We just want to control what we can and what is within our control. So I just finished my afternoon client, Lacey. She's a doll, true golden client, takes every piece of advice to heart, implements it, so serious about her home care. I just truly could not ask for more. I love those meetings when you're checking in with people and they're just doing all the things they need to be doing. Truly makes me so happy and makes me feel like with clients, the most important thing to me is feeling like it's kind of an equal energy exchange where things just go wrong or they don't work out with clients. Oftentimes, it's either the client wanting to clear their skin and the esthetician not being as dedicated or as equipped or as educated as they should be, or the esthetician really wants to clear the client and the client's just kind of, I'd say like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or taking certain things seriously but not everything. It really has to be the whole picture, and the esthetician can't want to clear the client more than the client does himself because we're not the one implementing the changes. So it really has to be like a two-way partnership. On to lunch. We really don't want to be skipping meals as a human, if possible, and as an acne sufferer. Blood sugar and glucose spikes are really, really significant when it comes to acne. So you want to be eating regularly throughout the day. I find this is a challenge for a lot of busy working people. A lot of people will skip breakfast and lunch. Those are the common meals that people feel like maybe they don't have time for in the busy workday, or they're not hungry first thing in the morning. If you can eat something small in the morning, especially if you're having coffee, it's a really good idea. I suggest trying to get protein in the first meal of the day. I believe it's important at every single meal. Most people I talk to are not eating enough protein, and a really simple equation you can think of if you are wanting to keep track of just your protein macros, I think that's a great place to start, is 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat. So if you weigh 150 pounds, aiming for 150 grams of protein is the goal. That can vary depending on your activity level, but that is kind of the general, easy to remember guideline. So for lunch, I never skip lunch. I'm always hungry for lunch. It's a very high protein lunch option. Super, super easy too. I made it last night, and this is a chicken salad. You could also definitely do tuna if you like tuna, but if you don't, I think chicken is a little bit more neutral, and I don't mind storing it in the fridge for a few days. So what we did last night was we got a organic rotisserie chicken. Dylan was so sweet to pull all the meat off the bone and just stored it away for me. Then I just cut up all the chicken. I cut up celery. There's some cranberries, dried cranberries from Trader Joe's that don't have any added sugar. Those are amazing. And then red onion from the farmer's market, to me, is like the secret ingredient. I love getting onions, shallots from the farmer's market. There is also a little bit of mayonnaise and a little bit of Dijon. there tends to be eggs in mayonnaise unless it is vegan. So consider that if you are prone to breakouts from eggs. But this is a really simple recipe. Again, packed with protein. You get some good veggies in there. You could even put this on a little wrap. You could have it on top of a salad. So many ways to do it, but I think it's really good on its own. So that's what I'm having. I am finished with my work day. I'm gonna do a short workout. I usually like to work out for 30 minutes. Here are my tips when it comes to exercise and acne. I really favor low impact workouts for a few reasons. One, it's easier on the hormones, especially cortisol. Examples that would be really high intensity that aren't the best for acne would be like marathon running, like I'm talking long distances, or something like a Barry's boot camp. It's okay now and then, but if that's your regular workout, it's a lot of stress on the body. So those things, or classes that just get you really, really sweaty, or heated environments like hot yoga. Again, occasionally it's not a big deal, but I see it in my clients that go to hot yoga regularly or who are hot yoga instructors. It's a lot of heat and bacteria for the skin. So if you're prone to acne, it's not my favorite choice for you. I would suggest more low impact workouts, which could be yoga, just not hot yoga. It could be Pilates. It could be walking. Walking is amazing exercise. It could even be strength training. I'm a big fan of weightlifting. It's actually a hormone organizer, so I love strength training as long as it's not taken to the extreme. Nothing is great in terms of exercise when it's really done in an extreme way. This could be not getting enough rest in between your workouts. It could be not eating properly, not having proper nutrition to support your workouts. It could be just the type of exercise. It could be your frequency. It could be exercising for long periods of time. Like I've had a couple of clients tell me they go to the gym for 3 hours or so. That's too long to be spending in the gym. Not an efficient workout, not doing your body or your skin any favors. So my favorite is low impact. For me personally, I love Pilates. I love walking. I walk my dog every day. Occasionally, I'll throw in a run, maybe once a week, or I'll do some intervals when I am walking chai. And strength training is really my main workout that I do 3 to 4 times a week, usually for 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So that's my little exercise spiel. I will check in with you guys when I'm doing my evening routine. And one quick thing I wanted to say, if you are wearing mineral makeup as your makeup, that's awesome. You may not even need to remove it before your workout unless your acne is severe, you're very oily, then I would suggest a cleanse before the workout. You can even split up your double cleanse and do the cleanse before the workout and then after, instead of twice after the workout. But since I'm just wearing mineral makeup, it's basically just sunscreen. I'm just going to cleanse after my workout. I will see you guys in a little bit. We are done with the workout. I honestly love working out from home because I can get right into my skincare. This is a makeup eraser. If you don't have one of these and you wear makeup or sunscreen, you need one because they're so gentle and it's so easy to get your makeup off without any product. That is the first step I do. And then I go in with my first cleanse in my double cleanse. This is my Free Skin by Tess Undo. Amazing acne safe first cleanse. Very calming, will not leave any clogging residue, and removes all traces of makeup, sunscreen, mascara. It's safe for the eye area. One of the biggest tips I can give when it comes to acne and anyone who exercises or goes to the gym is that you need to get into your skincare routine ASAP after the workout. A lot of clients will try to like bargain with me on this and say, you know, I only live 5 minutes from the gym. Can't I just do it when I get home? And the reason I'm being more firm as of late is because, for one, if you're really in the peak of your acne journey, bacteria sitting on the skin is something that can really set you back and make it hard to clear. Reason number 2 is I'm seeing more cases of fungal acne, and it gets really tricky when this is actually usually the case that it's not just fungal acne, it's a mix of fungal acne and normal acne. Treating both of those at the same time is tough because they're different protocols. Fungal acne does not respond to normal acne topicals, and if you're actually treating the fungal acne with ketoconazole or a dandruff shampoo, it really dries out your face, so it makes it hard to use your acne actives. So because fungal acne is on the rise, I really just say the sooner you can get into your routine, the better. So I'm going to jump into the shower now in the name of not waiting and letting sweat sit on my back. I'm going to rinse this off and then I'll be back. We are fresh out of the shower, and this is the time where hydration is critical because water evaporates from our skin. When it's damp, that's when it's the most vulnerable to transepidermal water loss. So you want to get into your routine and your hydrating products pretty quickly after getting out of the shower. I am obviously reaching for CBD Mist, just one of my all-time favorite products, and I did use a active cleanser in the shower. I can feel a little bit irritated after using active ingredients, especially if it gets on my neck, but I do need to treat my body on occasion with active ingredients, so I like to use the CBD mist on my face and my body as well, even on my back. Our back doesn't get a lot of love, but it can get a little bit dehydrated as well. So spray it back there. I recommend using an active cleanser post-workout if you can tolerate it. That would be benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, something to really get in the follicle and help to clean out the bacteria and oil. I wanted to share the hair care I use, which hair care is key. I really, for the most part, get most of my clients on acne safe hair care if they are open to it. I just highly recommend it because it's really hard to dodge shampoo and conditioner, and hair care is really more heavy emollients than skincare. Something could be amazing for the hair, like coconut oil, but when it gets on the skin, and coconut oil is in a lot of conditioners, or certain quality shea butter that's in hair care can be problematic for skin. Not all shea butter, but usually the kind that's in your hair care can be congestive. So obsessed with Scene. I will link it below. They have a whole amazing range of products. They have a leave-in conditioner I love, a scalp serum, so many good things. Calm-Plex is a must-have in my morning and my evening routine, kind of for different reasons. In the morning, I always love hydration, but I love the antioxidants I get from the serum. In the evening, I really love using this before my active ingredients, whether it be glycolic, salicylic, retinol, benzoyl peroxide. I like to get a layer of hydration on the skin first. I feel like it really preps the skin, and I think it's a step that gets missed when we are prioritizing our anti-aging or our acne ingredients, and you don't want to miss hydration because with active ingredients, most people, there are some exceptions for sure, but most people cannot continuously use active ingredients and use them to the extent they need to manage a condition. Say for acne, we really need to interrupt that acne process nightly with a treatment product, but it's hard to do that if the skin is not continuously being hydrated and rebuilt. A good way to kind of assess your skin hydration is when you get out of the shower, do you feel like your skin is gasping for moisture? Does it feel just parched? Because in that case, we really, really want to emphasize hydration. You need hydrating topicals in your routine. I like to apply my eye cream before my active ingredients. This is my new eye cream multi. Obsessed with the consistency. The results are amazing. Can't tell you how many people have reached out via DM and said their eyes feel tighter and brighter already. So I love to put this on before my retinol so the active ingredients don't get a chance to migrate up to the eye area where I don't want them every single night. Maybe twice a week I'll treat with a specific retinol made for the eyes, but my acne topical is way too strong for the eye area. So I create a nice little barrier and I'm able to target the area I want to target before I apply moisturizer. Just wanted to really reiterate something because I'm hearing a lot of pseudoscience in the aesthetics community lately, and even some brands saying you can't use a moisturizer alongside acne ingredients, you won't see the full benefits of them. And I have seen the destruction that has done to so many skin barriers of people being told they have to push through their using their actives, their benzoyl peroxide, their retinol, and they can't use moisturizer. The client is so unhappy, the skin is unhappy, and I see the people who go through this, and I see for many of them the acne doesn't actually ever get treated because they don't have a barrier. So I just can't overstate hydration and barrier repair enough. And even looking at the science, say benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide oxygenates the follicle. It makes it so bacteria cannot survive and essentially makes it difficult for acne to form in that follicle. If oil blocked benzoyl peroxide from working, oily skin types would not benefit from using benzoyl peroxide. So to me, not only is there a benefit in rebuilding your barrier and making sure that is intact and strong, there's a benefit for acne as well, because you really can't continue treating the acne. It's like you're wearing down the barrier a little bit at a time, chipping away. So you need to constantly be reinforcing the barrier. And that is, to me, one of the keys to treating acne, is that balancing act of constant hydration, repair, rebuilding, alongside using effective acne treatments. So that is really it for my nighttime routine. My skin feels so nice and fresh. And really the last thing I want to say when it comes to acne is really understanding the effect stress can have on your skin in terms of driving inflammation and really perpetuating the condition. I think we all notice it in our skin when we've been more stressed than normal, not taking the rest we need. Something that I've honestly been doing more recently is really embracing bedtime and making it kind of like a sacred time where I have my little rituals, I do my skincare routine, and then I get off of social media. Because for me, social media, it's fun, but it's very stimulating. It also is very tied to work for me. And I think just for anyone, it's a lot of comparison, looking at other people, and we want to signal a wind down time for our body. So it's tough. It's not easy. It might not happen overnight and be, you know, this 180 lifestyle change, but if you can start a couple nights a week trying to put your phone away early, do something calming, set a little routine, like doing your skincare, maybe reading a book. For me, it really gets me in the mode for sleep. It helps me to relax and makes me tired. Sometimes I'll read something a little bit boring on purpose, and then before I know it, my eyes are heavy and I have the best sleep ever. But I love that. I love journaling. I love meditation, calming music, whatever feels good to you, do that, but try to unplug a couple hours before bed and your skin will thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun for me to kind of share. I think there's so much I do throughout my day that, you know, maybe your average person doesn't think about. So let me know if you want to see more of these acne type vlogs. I love you guys. It feels good to be back on YouTube vlogging again. So thank you so much for watching. I will link anything I talked about in the description box. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. And go comment any videos you want to see in the future. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye!